Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here, back with some more of our Borussia M'gladbach. In this one, we're going to do the transfer special, end of season wrap up, my thoughts, what formation we're going to change to. We have a lot of stuff to get through, and well, we need to do something so we don't bottle next year because we were that close and we just could not get through and win in the end. And I think it's time to bolster our defense, move a couple formations, and put more attacking emphasis down the middle of the field and on to the final third itself. So, without further ado, let's get right into the end of season review. So, as we go through, these are the transfers in. Sabiri was pretty good for 3.9 million. Came through 25 goals, 10 assists, 7.2 rating. That was pretty good there. We actually got him to sign a lower salary, so the board likes it. Dejan Kamari, who is now a 20-year-old wonder kid. 13.75 from Salzburg. Had 37 appearances. 12 goals, 11 assists. Pretty good there through the middle of the field. He's going to be more the attacking third this year, so I expect a bit more goals. Probably the same amount of assists. Rajan Gruda, who's our signing of the season. This was both for a payment and a player exchange with -05. He played 37 appearances, 22 goals, 5 assists, and a 7.02 rating. He was also the U19 Player of the Year in Germany. Felix Demetria came in. I mean, this one was just one that we saw him there. We played only 3.7 million. We needed some reinforcements up top and in the middle, and it came through with 5 assists. That was good. Kevin Scheid play here and there, another 12.5 million. 5 appearances, 33 as a substitute, 2 goals, and 4 assists. Is this a bad signing? No, but it's not necessarily a great signing. So there's that. Flavio Stanovic was from I'm going to try this because I know it's an Italian team. Salentina? Probably mispronounced that. 10.75 came in, played 21 appearances. Then we started, well, actually 26 substitute appearances. And then we thought, hey, we're going to starting him. Came in, 2 assists, 6.82. I think he'll be better next season when he starts in the middle of this defense. So we kind of sold some players. We let the couple go on a free. Pretty much just reorganizing a lot of players we didn't need. And so we kind of moved on from them. No big deal. Board's not going to like it, but it happens. Here's where it matters. Jameer Najir was loaned out. Then we brought him back. Only had 2 appearances at Elversberg for 4 appearances. Great rating, but they just weren't playing us, so we pulled him back. Simon Vald, they didn't like that he only got this loan fee, but good experience playing in Paderborn. He actually was 3rd in the U19 players in Germany. Oscar Ferrulo goes to Firth. He went over there, 23 appearances, 10 in substitution, 3 goals, 2 assists. Jacob Italiano, he is going to be out for this year. We did get some. I don't think we're going to even... We'll try to sell him, but I don't think he's going to come in for anything. Leandro Burgess Sanchez, who I think we brought in. I think we bought him. Or we just sent him on loan, which I think we just sent him on loan, actually. The Charlton, 18 appearances, 1 in substitution, 2 goals, 3 assists. And Morse Nicholas, we put him on loan. He didn't play any. We'll surely take $750K from Strasbourg. We'll certainly take that. So, Bundesliga, the board's pleased that we challenged for it. We should have won it. We bottled it. Last 3 games of the season ends up being a tie against Cologne, who's 17th in the table. Augsburg, who's 11th to 12th. We had it. It was within our grasp, and we just could not pull it Champions League, we were knocked out by Manchester United, who I think is in the final, so that makes sense. DFB Pokal, we were taken down by Bayern Munich in a 1-0 match. And then the Super Cup was Bayern Munich. Now, they won that, so I think... I'm unsure if Wolfsburg plays them in the Super Cup or if it's the runners-up for the Cup. I'm not sure what the priority is. So, we'll see. If it's a priority Cup, it goes to Schalke. If it's priority in the league, it goes to Wolfsburg. So, our biggest win, 6-1 over Lot. Yeah. That was DFB Pokal, makes sense. Last to remember was a 4-0 win over Benfica. So that was a good one. And then the goal of the season was Kamari in the 62nd minute from 32 or 31 yards out. Let's see this goal. This is our first game against Dortmund because they went down a man. I mean, the 61st minute. It's going to be this one right here. Oops. So the lead up to it. So it goes to Kobel. Kobel plays it up. Slauterbach. Oskind. Hummels. So good passing around by Dortmund. At this point, they are down a man. Ball goes all the way down to the keeper, and they clear it. We went in the air with Scully. Neuhaus to Sabiri. Sabiri is going to play it here in the middle to Kamari. Kamari is going to take a one-touch shot. And that is going to be your goal of the season. What the finances are, we're still Continental. No new sponsorships or no notable deals. Sponsorships for this year from last went up by about $2 million. $2 million up in broadcast revenue. Probably about $400K in course with hospitality. Competition prize money went up, mostly because of the Champions League games. And the match day commercial up, mostly because of the Champions League games. Jerseys, non-domestic sales were about $738K. Most of it was domestics. And Manu Kone is the top one with Neuhaus, Nagomu, Sabiri, and Gruda there. Next year, I don't think Neuhaus is going to be on the team. We'll see. This is what we play mostly, a 4-3-3. We're going to be playing a 5-2-3 up top for next season. Club awards, fans like Nuka Nets. He's also the young player of the season. Signing of the season, Brejan Gruda. I don't know why Gruda isn't the young player of the season. Goal, we saw that. Top goal scorer, Sabiri 25. Most assists played with 13. Most man of the matches, Sabiri with 9. Average highest range, Sabiri was 7.2. Competition awards, there's the German under-19 Players of the Year. We didn't get anything. Most goals by a player in a match for Sabiri had 3. Most assists by a player in a season was 13. Apply most shutouts in a player by a season was 20 shutouts by Omlin. Most player of the matches in the season was 9. And worst discipline, Manu Kone had 11 yellow cards and 1 red card. So that wasn't great. Once Borussia M'gladbach got rolling midway through the season, it looked hard to stop them going on to success. The other campaign to powering through the middle of the season, that really set them up on their way. We could have won the league if we didn't suck it up the last 3 games of the season. There is your review. I'm not sure who ends up playing that. So I'm going to hit this. We are to the point where right after this game here with our number 2s, then we're going to start our signings. We're going to talk about everything. I think we're going to have a good bit of chance. So, once we get past this day, once we get to the 27th. Okay, here we are. We are here. It's officially the off season. No one else is playing games. We are good. The friendly was great against Essen. We are good. Dashbach is good. Good training. Everyone's having fun. And that's going to be Kurskin out to Liverpool for 170. So, that's going to be our first movement in the offseason. What we're going to be doing is, this is our starters to start next year that we know for a fact, and the holes are likely people that we're going to be signing. So, just bear in mind with that. So, up top, we're going to be playing not a cautious. We're going to change this So playing a new tactic. We are going to play a vertical tiki-taka still. And we are going to come in and we are going to play still 5, maybe a 5. Where is it? We're going to play a 5-2-1-2. This is ultimately what we're going to play with. We're going to play a little bit aggressive with the style. Play over space. We're going to play it fairly wide. We're going to hit early crosses. Our tempo is going to be hard, short. We're going to play for set pieces. We're going to play into space. We're going to distribute it quickly. We're going to trigger press more often. We're going to play with a standard with a high line of press. We're going to step up more, and this is how we're going to play here. So this is how we're going to play to start the season. Now, when we switch to opponents that are better than us, we'll switch over to a cautious. We'll play out of defensive focus through the middle. Or, yeah, we'll focus play out of the defense just like that. We'll keep the same standard. We'll play out. Distribute quickly. We will regroup when it's lost. Here, we'll drop off more. We'll play a lower line of defense with a mid block. So standard with a mid block. We are going to not trigger press as much. Let's prevent short goalkeeping distribution. Let's drop off more. And we'll play a bit like this. But we're going to start with this formation for the year. If it goes bad, we'll switch back to 1. So Gruda is going to be up top. Sabiri is going to be more of a pressing forward here next to him. And Alvin Kamari will be an attacking midfielder up top to kind of take over the space. Over on wide, Nets and Scully just moved from their defensive positions up to wingbacks. They can both play. They both can press up the field and kind of do their work. Luka Nets is going to be more of an attacking bit, and Scully is going to be more of a support wingback on the opposite side. Manu Kone is going to be in the middle. He is going to be likely to start with your deep-lying playmaker. We'll see if that role changes, but it might be a DM so he can get involved. But Manu Kone, not the greatest goal scorer, but this man can distribute the ball, and I think that is the point here. Our DM, we'll talk about that because it's going to be someone that we're going to try to hunt. Danvilek will anchor the center of this defense, and that will be that there. Who we are definitely going to keep, you're going to be on the bench. Ngomu, obviously going to play out front. Felix Nemecha, kind of for that not Alvin Kamara, because that is an NFL player. Dejan Kamari, up in the middle. Florian Neuhaus and Oscar will be more of the idea in the middle. We still have to worry about one wing player, which we will talk about him. Simon Vall will be one of the wing players. Our defensive substitutions, Itakura, Avetti, and Fredericks. And Jan Olszewski will be the backup goalkeeper. Scheid, Reitz, and Fukuda are the reserve. We might have one more player that we put there, but I am unsure of who that's going to be. Have the senior team up. What that means here is we're going to try to sell on Decor, Ply, Vigel, Hack, Umlin, Ranos, and all those are the ones we'll try to sell. Ranos and Elisari are likely going to be the loanees, so we can get them out on loan and see what they can do in the rest of the league. And from there, these 3 gaps and all are going to be filled with our short list. So our movement here for our push. And remember, we have one U19 that we're not going to use in this, and I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. So our first bit is going to be Nicholas Heidel. I think we're going to take him. We have scouted him before. I'm not sure why we haven't. Actually, we have not. Our scouts know about him, but no one has an idea how good he actually is. But we're going to see what his traits are. But I'm liking what he looks here And the preliminary look at the scouts, just by his knowledge of him being 23, he's going to come in and still has a little bit of room to grow. So that is going to be our first wild card for the year. Now remember, we have 80 million. This is going to cost us about 90 million to do all of these. If they cost the max, it means some of these sales have to actually account for some to make up the difference. First one we're thinking about bringing in, or we're going to bring in, is Felix Odukai. He's going to come in for Augsburg. We're going to make a move here. He is going to anchor this middle of the defense with Danvilic. He'll be on the left side. 6'4", good jumping reach, good pace, good natural fitness. This man is going to be great in the air, and he's going to be able to move around, and he's 6'4" as well. I mean, this could be a good piece to pair up with Flavius. I think we're going to make a play for Lucas Nemecha, both the Nemecha brothers on the team, but also just because of the sole fact that they're both German, it allows us to have another German player up top. And really what we're looking at is that finish to 15th. I think we can bring in a guy like this. If he plays better than the Sabiri, he's the one that takes the Sabiri spot. But ultimately, at the end of the day, him coming in, I think he's going to start on the bench to be the first one up top in case Gruda has some issues, but Sabiri is really the one on the block with him. So I think he could be good. Good speed, good penalty taking. He'd be our penalty taker if we start starting. Big matches, good speed, consistency, versatility. I mean, this man checks all the boxes I look for in a player when we're playing up top. Our next defensive player, and we thought about it last year of bringing him in, it's going to be Malik Thiel. Now, he's at AC Milan right now, hasn't played a lot of games. I personally played him a lot more in the beta last season, beta in FM23. We're still in FM23, but the beta, he's resolute, consistently is good, jumping reach 6'4". I mean, we're putting down just monsters in the back, good in the air, good in big matches. I mean, this is what we need in the back to solidify the last part of our defense. And what we're looking for is all three of our players in the back will be good at big matches. So that's the key. I think we're going to make another run at Yaya Biden. I want him to actually start in the midfield. We'll get his foot development up, but good consistency, resolute, does fill a club vision objective, good skill, versatility. I mean, this man, I think he could do some good work as the possible deep line playmaker, and then have Manu Kone be more of the DM. So we'll have a DM and he becomes a deep line playmaker. So that could be one that we do. The other one that's not going to be a youth player that I'm not sure what we're going to do with, he's just going to be a sub-wise. We want to bring him in is Mohamed Damar. So we're going to bring him in, another player that can play up top. I think eventually, I mean, this is to fill that 15th spot that we have in the tactics. This 15th spot, maybe we'll change a couple and one of these guys will fall down, but we'll kind of see. Our youths, actually, there's one other signing we're going to do. Noah Weishaupt. We're bringing him in because we need someone that can play on the wings. He is good because he can play wings on both sides. Good footed. I mean, development wing back. He's not going to win the ball in the air a whole lot, but the biggest thing is just a development piece that maybe we can get him up and he can play both sides in case we have injury and we don't have to push up our defenses. So that's the other one. Our two youth signings for this year that are German that I've actually identified. First one, Ejan Brimovic over at Bayern. I think we're going to bring him in and we'll see if we can get him going. He might be our 15th in this. He might go on loan. He is German, but also we can still get his eligibility up. He typically has 1 day for Bayern Munich, so we'll see if we can get him up. The other one is Asan. I'm going to try this. Adriago. Probably close. The biggest thing is he can play all the way down the middle of the field. So all the way back at defensive mid, all the way forward in the attack if we need to. Good versatile player. He'll start down at the U18s along with the guy that we looked before, but resolute, consistent flair, versatility, speed. He is going to be up in no time up at the senior team. Probably by next year at this point. So that's our possible signings. We still have one youth 19 wildcard that we can sign. I haven't really seen one. We have this Belgian that we could make a play for, but I mean, I'm not very high on him. I'm just not very high on him. Elsewhere, I haven't really looked at it with that on what we're going to do. We could look at, say, players in range that are Austrian or any position that want to transfer that are under 19. So looking at this, he's 5'8" though. So he's the best one out there, but I'm not seeing anyone that could possibly be out here. Trummer might be one, but not seeing it there. And then look at, say, Belgium. We have a couple of guys in here. Ooh. We have a good player there, but I don't think that's going to work. We might. This might be it. This might be one. Although he's balanced, he's consistent. This might be our U19 under 19 now. We have to sign him before next month. So there is that. We'll have that be the one that we're going to be looking at, but that is likely going to be what our signings are. It'd be a pretty good player playing the midfield. I think good development we could have there. Okay, so with that in mind, let's start showing some interest in the guys. Let's see. Okay, Odekai, let's show his availability. Minimum fee release clause. I mean, my guy, you're going to be literally starting for us. Okay, so that would be a good one. Minimum fee release clause is at 9 million, so that's an easy one there. Easy day. Idle. I know I want him. Idle. Okay, I think Heidel would be a good one that we could probably bring in for. Ooh. Let's remove that. Let's remove that and give them an extra 12. Oh, 12 million. Extra 12. We'll give them a little bit. Let's see if we can make that up elsewhere. That is a lot. I'm going to stall that because that is more of a reserve. And let's look at our guys that we definitely need to bring in. Okay. Give them 8.5. They want 12. What about 12.5? Okay. Good 12.5 there. Okay, we'll see if that loan, once that loan's up. Okay, he is loan listed. He wants to start most big matches. I'm not sure about that. Okay. I'll give you that. I think that'll be fine. Noah. Hopefully Noah doesn't want massive. Okay. I think this would be a good one here. Let's go maybe like 3 million. 3.3. Let's save the money here. Save the money here in 6 months. And then wow. That is much more than I realized. Okay, that would be a good one. Maybe like 2.5. Let's give you like 4.5. 4.5. You'll give me this. Okay. So Nemetra wants a bunch of money. This is a complete no-go here with Schalke. Okay. So let's start here with a good bit. Now, let's see if we can get Dekur just out. Apply. This could be one at 31. I would love to get him out for, say, let's transfer list and just see what people will offer. Now, Weigl has a promise. We're not going to sell him yet. Let's say like 5 million for Hack. And then Ramos will go out on loan. Let's see. And Al-Asiri, let's get him out on loan. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Odekai, squad player. Okay. He's going to be happy with this. Let's go no with that. And let's go up to like a 1.92. Okay. That works. Idle. Let's accept the offer. He's going to be our starting keeper. Let's say no to that. And I'm going to give you an extra 1.8. There we go. Not an extra 1.8, but an extra bit. I'm going to take this off, but he is going to be our starter, so I'm not sure why he wants to be a squad player. But that'll work. Let's give him a salary bit. So that'll work there. Damar. Okay, let's give him an important player in a couple of years. That's fine. Take that out. Let's take that out. I'm okay with that. Emergency backup. I'm actually fine with that. Give you that. I'm going to say to be emergency backup. I'm gonna say no to that. I'm actually very happy with this. Okay, so plays get a bit. The biggest thing is his salary. I'm actually going to accept all of these offers. He's 31. We're not going to play hardball with anyone. Just because the sole fact that we are not just getting a good bit here, 2.4, but we're also emptying that 3.46 off the budget. which is the biggest thing. Okay. Jonas Oblin is going to be here. He is going to be angry because we are going to likely put him on the bench. Okay, Darmstadt actually... Wait, did Werder just get sent down? They did. Werder just got sent down. Okay, is there anyone that we see here that is good? Ooh. This could be one. He's just not good at scoring goals. Neither is that. That would be a good one. Play up top. Good teamwork, penalty taking, work rate, off the ball. He's got good fitness, pace, balance. Scout him. That could be one. I didn't really take a look at this. Grand scheme of things. I know Werder was actually a decent team. Darmstadt coming up. That's a shocker. Cologne and Bochum being sent down. I don't think Cologne had anyone that was really anyone that I really cared about. Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of good players here. But we're looking at putting together a team that can beat Bayern Munich. I'll make a cut here, and we'll be back with the first bit of our signings. So our first signing, Noah Weishaupt, be the first one in. And then Mohamed Damar will agree to that as well. So our first two signings going to be more of reserve players. None of the starters have agreed yet. So there is that. We're going to need those starters to start agreeing. Here is Paul Okan going to come in. So it's going to be another good one from Benfica. We got a couple of good ones there. One thing we also have the opportunity at this point is to bring in some more head coaches. So we have 2 goalkeeping coach. We have a bunch of fitness coaches. So I think we're fine. I think what we need to do is get some regular coaches in. So we're going to bring in some regular coaches. We'll see how that is. We have one more scout than we really need, but that's fine. That will be the first one. Now, our goalkeeping coach, Camps, is not crazy good. And that is one thing that we are going to do. Gillick, though, at 2. So, is this one here? 2024. We're not going to renew his contract. So, with that in mind, actually, hold on. Did I just see what I just thought I saw? Hold on. Okay. I thought that was the second team. I was about to say. So next thing we're also going to do is find a new goalkeeper. Goalkeeping coach, I should say. Goalkeeping coach, and then we'll see what else we can fill here. Fitness coaches. It's 18, 17, 18, 16, and 16. We have 2 going to come due here. So give me also a fitness coach. We have one coach up here. I think he's good. So that'll work. Head of youth development's here for another year. The man's an absolute monster. And that works. Okay. So coaches. What we're going to do is we can add 3 more coaches. Dortmund is actually obviously the best in the league. There's that. We're going to be looking at that. So we allow all of our youth 19 to be set by our head coach. Of course, going to be set for release. Reitz. I really want to keep Reitz. I'm going to see if we can actually sell him. And then Italiano, I'm going to see if we can offer him to clubs. Just put it unspecified. And just see if anyone wants him. Same thing with Reitz. I'm going to do that. Bender. We'll set Bender for release. We'll set both of them for release, actually. We need to decrease our bit. And then that is fine because a lot of those are at the second team. Those guys are fine. So the game for Champions League, of course, it's Man City that wins it. They actually beat Man United, who they beat Porto. So unfortunately, yeah, the biggest underachievers. Real Madrid, and well, we were beat by the runners-up in the Champions League. So it can't be the worst thing. Here's Malik Thal. So he is going to be signing for us. He's going to be starting. And there's Heidel. So both our goalkeeper and one of our defensive players signs. And there is our other defensive player. Our defense is now set. We are good. We are ready to go. And that is a good thing for us. I'm actually happy with it because that's goalkeeper, both positions. I don't think we can actually see them yet. That's goalkeeper, both positions. That's all of our starters. I think the only thing that we're having issues with is, well, Ada Baden is the only one we're having issues with. And that is because we want to bring him in, and it's going to be difficult, to say the least. Difficult. The play, though, might still be... We can pull him in. He is the play. Maybe once that loan to Union Berlin is done, we'll have an opportunity to do something, but we'll see. And there it is for Paderborn. Simon Wald, who we put on loan to Paderborn. Paderborn has won League 2. So that is a good bit of football for him. It's likely going to get him a spot on the team at this point. The other one, Leon Feigl, I have this promise that probably expires by the end of the year. Someone just said he was going to look at his option. It was Reitz. Rocco Reitz. We are trying to sell him because his contract does expire. I'm not looking to resign him, but he should actually be down here. Well, I do like him. He is a good fit. I don't think he gets much better. That's the honest truth. Maybe we can get him out for like $250 and 25%. Or $250, 100K and 25%. I more than just want a contract off the books. Is really the biggest thing. Now, Reitz, it's going to be 400K with that. No offers. I mean, makes sense. Makes sense at that point. Okay. So over at Darmstadt, newly promoted, Robin Hack is going to move over there for 2.5. Play is going to get a work permit. He is going to be out for 2.5. So that's going to be 5 million that we've just generated. Play is going to go over to Brentford in England to play. So it's going to be two good things. They're saying Reitz and Italiano are not particularly good. Makes sense. What we're building here, it does make sense. We're trying to get younger, we're trying to get better, and we're just trying to get it to the sole fact that we are set for the future. Obviously, once we get all of these done, we're not going to go through the preseason. We're kind of just going until this loan kind of wears off and everything is back. We click over the new year, then we'll see if we can get our man over at Dortmund, but I'm unsure. So fitness coaches, get a couple here that are 20. I would like this fitness coach. I'll give that 500K over to him. I like that 4-year deal, so that's fine. We're only looking to get one, right? Yeah, we're going to change over Wrath. And you need to enter contract negotiations with you. You'll be good. And you're at 18. This is going to be irrelevant with Steinwag. But I'll keep him on just in case because we also share coaches. It'll be a good one there. Is that the same guy? No, it's not the one I went for. Okay. That's fine. So Heidel, who we just brought in, was the Austrian goalkeeper of the year. He's consistent. Determined adaptability, international experience. This man is going to come through and play some spectacular football for us. Our goalkeeping coach, we want to bring in two goalkeeping coaches. One is going to be out. I think we bring in one. Carlo here. Approach to sign you. You're going to come in. You're going to be the new goalkeeping coach. Means Camps. I mean, he's only on for a while, so let's terminate his. It's terminated. The other one that I was going to do was the goalkeeping coach, right? Or the fitness. It was going to be Wrath. Wrath was going to be terminated. So let's terminate his contract. Okay. So goalkeeping, we have those two sorted. Fly is out to Brentford. And we have actually garnered some good changes in the coaching staff, some good changes in players, and now our coaches. So we need to look at this from a standpoint of staff. What do we need? And looking at the coaching team. We need to look at it through the training, through the coaches. All right, so we're handing defending and attacking tactical. We could use an attacking coach, a possession tactical, so mental tactical, and attacking tactical. Mental tactical and attacking tactical. Also, with us being the goalkeeping one, this is going to be better. So I could also use a defensive technical. So defending technical, attacking tactical, and mental tactical. So attacking technical. Right? Attacking technical was one of them. You could move up for it, but tactical. The technical or tactical? Just technical, not tactical. What defending? What was the other one? Mental and might recycle this. Mental and tactical. Westphal. Westphal is the first one. What helps us? Attacking. Let's get Percy in. And then I do need a defending. Let's continue the advert. Probably gonna stop it in the first place. Let's sort out two good coaches. Our Barlett fitness coach is here. Who are we missing that we're still missing? Hold on, we're still missing a couple players. Oh, we haven't actually gave them one. Okay, we're gonna have to see. Because we have a significant hole on defensive midfielder. Would not like to use Newhouse again. Okay. So that's done. We're going to click over the new here in just a little bit. Henry, goalkeeping coach, is here. I think we don't click over until like way back here. Okay. So send him on a language course. That's good. So Westphal is going to be signing with us. So that's a good one there. Yep, we are going to have to ask for a new coach again. See what we get back. We do need a couple of them. So that's two good coaches we bring in for the players. Our team doctor has left. Do I need to make... I don't think so, because you can't hire the team doctor, only physios. Okay, so we've moved up 37 places to 52nd. The coefficient spots are clinched by England and Spain, which means Aston Villa and Sevilla will be in. Homegrown players. We are now in the UEFA Champions League new format. So here's a new format if you haven't seen it. So expanded to 36 teams. The group stage replaced by the league phase. 8 fixtures in the league phase. First and 8th go to the round of 16. 25th and 36th are eliminated. So that means the 9th to the 24th go into a knockout stage and then qualifying via coefficient. So it's still the same thing for that one. So, new league format. It's the same thing. I don't know why we got it 3 times. I don't know. Signings of the season. Brejan Gruda is the top signing. Next is Dejan Kamari. And then Maximilian Beer at Freiburg. And Sabiri here at Gladbach. And then Freiburg has another one with Dario Osorio. Okay. Rules change. Nothing crazy. We should be going into the next season. Does that mean the board wants to look at what we want? Bigger payroll for the coaching staff. Yeah, that's fine. Bring that season expectations. Let's read some knockout play. And then we'll go through that. Social feeds fine. Bus selection rules will be fine. Coach wages go up. Okay. Can I make this? Is he back from loan yet? How long does it take for him to come back from loan? When's that loan up? 29th. So end of the month. All right, so here is going to be the starting lineup. So Nets, actually we'll start at the top because that makes sense. Gruda, Sabiri, and Kamari will be starting up top. Nets and Scully out wide with Kone and Aiden in the middle. We were able to get him from Bayern Munich. On the defense, now Thaw is right-footed, so he's on the right side. So Thaw will be on the right, Otokai on the left, and Danverlick in the middle, and then Heidel will be the goalkeeper. On the bench, we're going to start with Lucas Mecha to start out with. Sabiri might be the odd man out. We'll kind of see. We're going to sign him to a new contract. If it ends up being him, the odd man out, Lucas Nemecha takes that spot, and Sabiri is sold probably next year. So Nemecha, Nagomu, and then his brother Felix Nemecha. So Felix is here for Kamari. Florian Newhouse and Julian Weigel here for the middle of the midfield. Noah Weishaupt will be one of the spots on the outside, whether it be, I think it's going to end up being the left because Vald is going to be staying here with us to play on the right. For the reserve defense, Itakura, Ilvaldi, Ivedi, and Frederick with Omlin is going to be the backup goalkeeper. Our extra 4 that we're looking at is Shade, Fukuda, Demar, and Frelio, which Frelio might go on loan, depending if we can put Elisari out. But that is going to be our roster going into year 2. What does that mean for the actual team itself? Let's look at the competition, the Bundesliga here, and the preview. So Wolfsburg just finished 5th for the season, below Wolfsburg, Leipzig, Dortmund, and Bayern Munich. Obviously, Bayern has some of the best players. There's Kone and Nets up here, running out the top 10 or so. Going through, we don't have anyone else. So that is how that's going to go. We have no one in the Media Dream 11. I mean, Varner's the only one from Leipzig. Other than that, it's all dominated by Bayern Munich. So there is that. It's going to be interesting. Our competitions, what we're looking at, obviously the Bundesliga is qualified for the Europa League. Champions League, just be competitive. We're trying to make it to the knockout round. Reach the quarterfinal minimum in the DFB Pokal. in the Golden Soldier's office, like our tournaments. So that is how that's going to be. We're going to start the year against Bayern Munich. So that's going to be interesting here. We'll see how we do in the preseason games. We've got a couple of hard games against Liverpool, Real Madrid, Man City. Then Dortmund's in here. When we go into Austria, we're going to have Levante and Cadiz, two Spanish teams. We're going to play one of Salzburg. And then we have another one in here that we're going to be playing in Austria as well. And then Cologne, who was relegated down to League 2. We're going to be playing that. Otherwise, yeah, it comes down to what we could do against Bayern Munich at home to start the year. I think we're a better team. I want to say we're a better team. I think we're a better team. We'll see. Training, we should be playing this bad boy. And so we'll see how we can do. So that's going to end it. A pretty straightforward end of season. All these are going to be pretty straightforward when it comes to this save, just because of the sole fact that, well, our restrictions make it to where I pretty much have who I want kind of slated down. So kind of makes it easy at the end. Not really looking for players, but I have an idea who I'm going to go with, going to go forward. So thank you for hanging out. Go leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.